Welcome to Enchanted Tarot. This is for the sign of Cancer for the month of December. It is a general reading. That being said, it may or it may not resonate with you. If it doesn't sound like it's your story, check your other placements. Your messages could be there. So what I have at the heart of this reading is the Ten of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, the again Ten of Pentacles, and the Hermit. Somebody is reflecting on the direction of something, most likely the relationship, where it's going, or what needs to happen. Somebody's trying to understand the direction of something. I feel that this is about an apology and somebody needing to apologize for something. This is something maybe that they've been maybe it's something that has been building or going on for quite some time. I feel like it's possible that someone could have cheated and is hiding it, okay? Although I do feel that it's been exposed, but they're not admitting to it or won't admit to it. Okay, because we have the moon, somebody did a deception, right? But we also have the high priestess in reverse. So whatever this deception was, it did come out. It did get exposed. Somebody's hand was shown. But okay, but they could no longer, well, they couldn't hide it anymore, but neither are they admitting to it. Or they lied about it, okay, when confronted, because there was a confrontation here about it. There have been a lot of issues in the relationship. Here we see somebody going back and forth. They were juggling two relationships. But I don't feel like this was something that was happening long term. I feel that there were issues that were happening long term, but I feel like somebody may have cheated, but I feel like it was once, like a one-time thing. I feel like somebody may have had too much to drink, and then, you know, it happened. They made an error in judgment. They made a bad decision, and then they tried to cover it up, but it did come out. Okay, but they're not going to admit to it. That's what I think is going on here. So now they stand to lose everything, and they stand to lose everything. They made a bad decision, and they're trying to figure out how to regain control of their situation with, you know, as little damage as possible. Yeah. Because they're thinking about it. We see that they're thinking about speaking up. They're thinking about speaking the truth, but they don't know if they should or not, because of what they stand to lose if they do. They are really over emotional at this time about it, and are not willing to talk about it at this time. They're not willing to talk about this thing that happened. It was a one-night stand for sure. It wasn't any more than that. Still, it shouldn't have happened, but it did, and it stung, it hurt the other person. And, you know, the other person is here, probably confronting them, wanting to know the truth. But there were, like I said, there was a lot of issues in this relationship. There were a lot of issues, but but I feel like there's one thing. I think you could, if you go deeper on this, it'll go down to one thing. You'll be able to narrow it down to one thing. It could be that somebody may, 1 minute, be right back. Sorry about that. Someone was at the door. So, I mean, it could be that that somebody may, it's like you get together and then after a little while it's like you fall into specific roles and you forget about the relationship. You know, you get caught up in the day-to-day grind and, you know, making money, building security, having kids, and you forget about each other. You forget about the relationship. And that could possibly be what happens. We have a family with children here and a lot of confusion, a lot of issues. It's pouring rain on that 10 of Cups. It could be somebody here is feeling like a victim, okay? Or, I mean, this person here, they made an error in judgment, but they're also repeating here. And for some reason, they're carrying the sacrificial lamb, so they're feeling like okay, so they're feeling like they made a sacrifice, maybe something. It's like they don't know how to get back what they've lost. It's like there's distance between you. Very emotional with Temperance. Both her feet are in the water. So there's a lot of emotion here. A decision now to be made about the future because of a temptation. So, you know, it's like, do I take this person back? Because they might just betray me again. Understand that with the Chariot here, somebody needs to clear something up. Okay, so they need to talk, but it's not just about talking. They need to be honest. They need to clear things up. But it's not just about talking. It's also about listening. They must also listen when their partner talks. Okay, they must, because that's how they're going to get to what's at the root of all of these, what seem like a lot of issues, is one thing. And I think the relationship was lacking attention. It's like if you got a flower, if you got flowers growing, if you don't water them, they're not going to grow. They're going to wither and die. And that could have been what was happening in this relationship, possibly with this card being here like this. And so it's not going to move forward until this conversation is had and the air is cleared. That's a card of feelings and emotions, happiness, sadness. And what she reminds you is that feelings may be running the show here. So someone can be feeling over-emotional, which is surely what we've got here. Someone feeling over-emotional. not willing to talk or wanting to talk about it, because they're sure if they do that it's going to go worse for them, you know. So she's here to remind you that you are not your feelings, but you are the one experiencing them. Remember that as water flows, emotions change. So it is time to lose your rigidity, be fluid and willing at times to compromise and allow for change to happen. Because I feel like it's once this person decides to talk, and it's not always pleasant, of course, to bring up these issues, but it has to be because running from them or hiding from them is not going to fix it. You have to bring them out into the open. Then you can get to the root issue, and then you can see what's wrong and you can fix it. But if you're not willing to look at what's wrong, then, you know, it's just going to go from bad to worse. You do have the sun here on this. Somebody is seeking clarity. You do have the possibility to overcome. Even though it's sitting like this, you have the possibility to overcome these problems, okay? But this person, whoever was in the reverse, must be willing to talk about it. Must own up to the responsibilities. Must also be willing to compromise and be willing to look at the problem. That is what I have for you. I thank you for watching, for liking, and for subscribing. Also, thank you to everyone who has sent in a donation. It is greatly appreciated. Many blessings to all of you.